Neat.
Hi.
Right, Pete.
So the system seems to reorganize itself and a lot, and old information appearing like having been on a battlefield in the last days in full-on fight mode. It was surprising. Really full-on fighting energy.
Yeah, to me, I don't think it's so important what shows up. I think what's more, I know actually what's more is that it's noticed and that as soon as it's possible, an inquiry happens.
Yeah, but it's also this energy is not so comfortable.
Oh, for sure not. But because usually with fight mode, it's touching some old existential information, and of course it's not pleasant. But it can happen. I mean, it's like this. Yeah, we have the history of humanity behind us, and it hasn't been exactly an easy journey,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, it's like the tendency to make it personal or make it mean something about us is huge. But, if you look carefully, you can see you didn't ask for it. It came by itself.
Yeah. Yeah, never saw that intensity. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in some ways, the fact that it can show up now, it's like it would only show up if there's the capacity to deal with it. So,
Understand.
to take it personally and to think it means something, then an opportunity is missed. But to see, okay, it came. Who knows where it came from or what it is?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Thank you.
Ah,
Hi.
hi, Swaha.
I'm not sure if there is not a certain kind of pride in my system that it sounds I don't know, as soon as speaking, somehow wanting to speak about it, there comes a sense that everything goes wrong, especially when I speak with people they are very much in yoga and stuff, and then it's like I'm not sure if there's not a certain kind of pride in my system that I realize it, even if I know it's stupid, because there's really an I. But let's say this personality, I don't know. I just want to look at it because there's this comes something up that does not feel right, I have to say. And better I shut my mouth.
Yeah, so you're sensing that there's something playing, you're giving it the name pride, but there's a recognition of something that there's an interest to inquire into, to bring it to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whatever that is, or that you're naming that pride, just sense what you can sense about it. What do you sense? How's it influence or affect communication with what looks like others? What actually happens? So you're just tracking it. It's just out of curiosity, not to change anything, not fix it. And it's not yours. Just whatever it is. Somewhere it's had a usefulness. Somewhere it's. But oftentimes at a high cost, and whatever it is, you recognize it. There's something that's not the true expression. Yeah, there's something added or something in it that troubles you in the feeling of it and noticing it.
Is something like I know something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I know something.
Yeah.
And in a way, that's on the surface, and underneath, it looks like it's a way of defending, actually, not being really vulnerable.
Yeah. Especially happens when there are, for example, people very much in yoga, and they also seem to know something. And then it's like, then it comes this, I know better than you thing. And this is kind of something in the solar plexus. It does not feel good. It does not feel right also.
Mm.
And it's
Beautiful to track it like that. You just see it. And it's in response to like an expression of thinking that there's something known, and then your system enters the party or enters into the dance.
But I also know something that I don't know as something, and this is really something. Nothing. Oh.
Yeah, good to just see it there. And it is funny.
In a way, it's funny, but in a way, it seems to create also kind of
Oh,
not
for
an
sure.
open, vulnerable feeling or,
Yeah,
or
exactly. Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly.
But and then it's, you know, you are not coming here like a teacher. You help me to investigate myself. And when there is a meeting with someone who becomes, for example, a yoga teacher or whatever, you know, and they want to tell me how it is, and it's like, come on.
Mm.
Then it comes so much resistance in me.
Yeah, yeah,
And then comes this thing of pride. I'm proud of knowing that I don't know anything, and then I kind of want to tell them that they also don't know anything. It's just borrowed wisdom, but I can see it's kind of not really working.
yeah. Mm.
And I have that also, especially with men. They want to tell me how life is. It's like there's come so much resistance, you know, and I say, I'm nearly 60 years old. What do you want to tell me, you know? There's an ongoing, or the government want to tell me how it is, or whatever, whoever. It's like I can feel, you know, there's coming resistance to,
Yeah.
and this solar plexus thing, and this, like feet. Maybe set also a kind of fighting modus.
Yeah, it is. It is a fighting language. Not wrong or bad, just you can see it's an unconscious movement that has a cost. Doesn't feel clean, doesn't feel comfortable.
And also in that moment, when that pattern is playing, it is not helpful for the um, for the moment then, and it does not bring good, so to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. Just to see that was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And then leave it, you know, you don't have to be busy with it.
And it's not always like this. It's also very often I have a smile and go to another issue or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I sense there's nothing to do here, you know. It's or I draw back and go my own ways, you know. Same happens with a political situation when people tell me this and that person is really a very mass murderer. And then I say, how can I know? How can you know? Only from the television? And then I come also again in this fighting modus. At times, most of the time, I don't want to speak at all with people. They have a totally different opinion. It does not make any sense. But yesterday it happened to a friend with me, with a friend, and I really like him and stuff. But he's kind of speaking what is in TV, you know. It's like usually I'm kind of sneaking around that issue.
So your attention is going to the past.
Yeah.
And
wanting to heal something for the future. Because I don't want to go, you know, I like that guy and I don't want to have that split thing because of some opinion.
so stop. And just see if any of this has any value at this moment. Just see, because somehow, you know, there's movements and it looks like inquiry, but to me, this isn't a true inquiry. This is just blah, blah in a certain way. It's just, nothing right about it, nothing wrong about it. There's just a discomfort, and it's expressing like this. And when our systems just get quiet together.
Nothing to say. Thank you.
Vedanta. Hi.
Hi, Isaac. Yes, first a little bit, just resting, please. Yes, and then I see if I want to speak or not, or if it's necessary. Mm. Yes, it feels like I like to give a little feedback from what happened in the past, because like strong energy came up a few times ago, and it feels very soft what appears actually inside, you know, the whole entanglement with what I call my mother, you know, with this not being allowed to, I don't know, it's something like being thrown into depression actually, you know, and it is getting so much lighter. And I meet the same with a friend actually a bit now. And there's also a question a bit on, I like just to speak it, because now I see the play, what happens, you know, when the other pulls back because he or she is not getting what she wants. And you see it, and the old is very close by to please it, but I feel I don't want it anymore, or it's not helping in any way.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful to see it. It's so soft, actually. I mean, in the body still something is going on, but it feels so beautiful to see it outside, not.
Yeah.
Yes. And what what I remember last time you were saying in the talk with Satyam, when I would do it, I would mess it up, you know. And so I see, I don't know how to speak with her actually right now. You know, I feel silent, or I can't do it, but just to keep silent and see what wants to happen, nothing else to do actually. You know? Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. And so much gratefulness, actually, Isaac, so much. Unbelievable, what to say, to come to that place, actually. Thank you.
Thank you. Satya.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Satya.
There's there's so much happening in my system because of this whole moving back to India after half of my life in this part of the world. And it's it's a lot to process. And there's different dynamics in that country, but my heart is really wants to be there, and the whole money situation. I have always lived in my life. I never chased money. I always lived kind of hand to mouth with my music. And in Denmark, the government was giving me the money, and now there's a security of money as well because they've given this pension kind of a thing. So there's a fear that I don't want to get too lost in this whole game of the world and miss this love affair. Because it's a lot of it's a total change of everything now. So there's just, I'm putting it out that I don't want to, because I see what it does to the system when you have security, and I have not lived in security. I always kind of struggled, and so now there's suddenly something. So, and you can't really tell people, like you said, what you're in love with. This is like, you can't tell this love affair to anyone. What is it like? You are, what are you doing here? I can't share it with friends. I can share it to their level, but you can't really say it like, what is this? So there's a lot, like the whole system, and it's very, I don't know if I'm asking something, I'm just saying it out. There is a lot of excitement. I would rather say, firstly, I want to say fear, but actually it's not fear, it's a lot of excitement actually. It's not, yeah, I can see it as excitement rather than fear, and you get that effect of fear, but it's actually a lot of excitement around it. Just wanted to share it, Isaac. Thank you.
Oh. Hi.
Hey.
What do you notice?
Like a relaxing happening. Like feeling you inside and then feeling it's like so intimate. The body's not really used to it. They kind of freeze happening. But it's like it's bathed in love.
it's interesting in like in me, like there's I can only call it discomfort, like something like I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling is quite different. So I don't know whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's the field. I really have no clue. I'm just reporting what I notice, yeah. When I say you, a pattern playing in you, it would never be you, just
Yeah, there is a way of looking where I feel a sense of discomfort.
just got easier for me, yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
it's just something changed a bit. So
Yeah, I feel that too.
it's like whatever that other thing was, I have no idea what it was. Like it was difficult for me to really feel this field of energy that's emanating as you could say like that. Something was pushing me away at the same time.
Mm.
It's appearing to invite me in, but it was like,
Yeah, yeah, that's how I sense that. It was like, actually, it felt almost like a reaching out, which seemed like a way of connecting, but it was actually, it was an effort. It was like a push, a pushing. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Antje.
Good evening, Isaac.
Gerrit. Hi.
Hello, hey. Yeah. There's a lot of thoughts happening before I raise my hand. And shall I or shall I not?
Yeah.
Am I fit enough, or am I going to cry, or is there a lot of talking, or shall I just sit quietly? So I don't know.
And then your hand raises, in spite of all the thoughts.
In spite, yeah, that's right. And maybe it's because I have my long life companion with me. She's my twin sister, and I always feel a little bit more complete when she's in the neighborhood. Yeah, she's living a completely different life than me. She's living in Tenerife and on a boat and all that sort of thing, adventures. But someone told me once that because we were twins and born in the same, that she's ran off with my energy, and I don't know, maybe you have some, maybe I see you shaking your head, maybe you have some, maybe you can say something about it.
If possible, don't believe anything.
Hij zegt als het mogelijk is, ik geloof dan niks. Ja. Ja. Yes, there's a lot of things being said, and there's another thing I've been thinking about also, is postponing. Like in the last session, it just came in front in mind, because raising my hand is like, it seems to be somewhat more easier and safe to not stand in the, to not draw all this attention here, because what happens with that attention, it's safer to just not say, here I am.
Yeah.
And that's how I went along in life.
Yeah. And the question is it really safer? Because it's like, to really be here and be available for life. Be alive, yeah? I don't think safety then really is an issue, it's like, because it's alive, it's like, yeah, it's responding to the moment in a way that feels true and alive and real and vulnerable. And to be safe it's not so safe. It's actually feeling afraid.
Yes. That's right. That's right.
It's an illusion of,
Yeah. Well, somehow that's what I once went to a Zen monastery in Japan, to go in, but it's been an escape also from life.
Yeah.
Because I came from India, where all the sannyasis were playing and it was alive, and I was sort of, I have to go to my, recluse or something. I have to find liberation in myself on a mountaintop, in a cave. But that's
Again, it's a projection of the mind, because like really all we have is this moment, and if it's like that is procrastination, because it's projected to the future, that one day you'll find liberation. It's not now,
Yeah.
So that's the ultimate procrastination. It's like, how do we come to this moment so fully and so alive and so vulnerable and so beautiful, like just.
But then yeah, I have this habit of postponing this moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in the moment that's seen, that habit is seen, then it's not playing unconsciously. It's seen.
Yeah, then somehow there seems to be the choice. What can I do with it then, or so? Huh?
To me, it doesn't seem like that.
No. And then
because it's like, once we're here, and the interest is to live, be alive, to meet this moment, as the beloved, however you want to speak it.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, thanks.
I do dat naar jou toe ook. Ja.
Inga.
Hi, Isaac, and everyone. There's this very strong stress response playing in my body. Yeah, and I would like,
Gently noticing it.
and I want to get rid of it.
Okay, that's but that's also noticing it.
Yeah.
So you're noticing that wanting to get rid of it, and so take a moment and just see, okay, that wanting to get rid of it, does it work, or how does it work in the present moment?
Well, it has made me sit here and put up my hand, I guess. Raise my hand.
Yeah, but just for
Yeah,
sure. So yeah.
That's the positive, or the side that's seeing what's happening.
Yes.
No, yeah, of course, the other, the suppressing it or trying to get rid of it is not helpful at all.
At all, and you know that. Yeah. So
and thinking it's ridiculous, and I shouldn't feel this way. And
all that. Yeah. So now we just we clear them, and whatever there's a sensation, whatever the sensation is, it's welcome. We just, nothing has to be solved, nothing has to be fixed. We just curious, yeah?
Yeah, there's a bit of shame around it.
Yeah. Well, beautiful. So now it's starting to reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just present, and the shame shows itself, and it's welcome, yeah. No problem.
Yeah, the shame thing is bigger than I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels to me like the shame likes to be seen and acknowledged and welcomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's also love flowing. There's many flows, you could say, lots of information. Yeah. So we're just noticing, resting. But there's a wide space, it's here, there's no doubt. And then there's the humanness or physicality meeting itself.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just in it and feeling it. And
Yeah, and it's also kind of learning how to, because I think in the past there used to be a pulling back from it. I'm not stressed. I'm just gonna go away from everything.
yes,
And
Yeah,
also
so
not
something-
staying, like not
yes,
doing it or whatever.
yeah, yes, exactly. How do you sense if I mean I know there's some whatever remnant of shame is there, what do you sense is happening in the flow that touches that shame dynamic, and in your words, so you can't get it wrong.
Like it can become softer and sweeter and it's
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah. And how do you sense that your body, these bodies meet? How do they invite each other and how do they meet? But not any way that they're supposed to meet, but just how do they, if we just naked and honest? Yeah.
It feels like there's a bit of a block here or a wall from here, but around it,
Yeah.
there's connection or flow or
Well, yeah,
very gentleness.
yeah. And that block, what's its function? Beautiful that it's revealing itself, just no, not wrong, not bad. It's just
Yeah,
something plain in the, could say
it's
it's ready to show itself.
yeah. I don't know if it's what's happening is it's keeping me like separate.
Mhm.
Um
Or to feel separate because you can't actually
focused on
be.
what needs to be done.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of trusting or leaning into people or leaning into life, but making sure that I do whatever has to be done. That's what it thinks it's
Yeah.
doing, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And it produces some sense of stress, huh? Like
Yeah.
you're saying.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fear.
And just checking, like your environment at this moment. Is there any real danger around you that you need to take care of?
No.
No, okay, good. So whatever that fear is, just checking and seeing if it's necessary in this moment or useful. So,
Yeah, but it's funny because I was like scanning a little bit more of the room, and it feels very safe in its connection with you. But then I see the room and think about all these things and that needs to be done, and immediately I feel this, my belly like contracting, like ah. Yeah. It's bizarre how this whole body responds to.
yeah,
There's not a real threat, not at all, not even in the story, but
yeah,
all the information, I guess.
yeah. To me, there's a way that our systems meet that feels like a caress. There's a way that it's, and just enjoying that caress for a moment. It's like a deep hug or a deep energetic embrace that can just meet itself and just be held and enjoyed. And just see what those words and bring up or what they touch.
It brings in the non-personal thing. Everything's open and it's not mine or yours or whoever. It's just, and this playfulness quality comes in. Playful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. And really check, is it okay? Just to enjoy, just to play, just to be. And, love can say no if it needs to. There's no jumping over anything. It's just, our systems, there's information communicating itself.
Now it's even checking if the stress response can be involved or it gets involved in this love flow or playful thing. And then it's like, oh wait, like.
So that stress habit, you could say.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a survival instruction from our ancestry or from our culture, or whatever it is. I know it.
My mom, this one.
Yeah. I know it so well in this system, and I know how much, the system has been running as a result of that instruction and that. But somehow over the years, it's gotten a lot softer. It doesn't have the feeling it needs to run anymore like that. So most of the time can still kick in, but it's not, it's really been deeply inquired into. So here, and it's welcome. It's not a problem. We see what it is. And now your system is drinking a bit deeper again. It's just like, because it recognizes that the system has actually explored that, and your system is welcome to whatever the system has found. Yeah, so it can just It's getting quieter in me in a very sweet way. Obviously.
Yeah, here it's so clear again and again that this is my way into being, not the inquiry, who am I, but the
Yeah.
being
the
with
feeling
whatever comes up.
The feeling sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. Oh, yeah, it sounds stupid if you speak it that way, but
No, not to me. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a moment thing again. It's just this moment and moment and
Yeah.
anything is precious and welcome, funny.
How do you sense how your femininity is expressing itself in this moment? And again, there's no right way or wrong way, just, just. For me, it feels very lovely. And not, yes, I'm not, but I'm just curious to bring consciousness to
Yeah,
it.
because there was no consciousness at all. Like
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you can find ways to put in words and maybe not, whatever, just
sweet.
sweet. It's very sweet. It's innocent. It's like, yeah.
And now it feels like my whole body is filling up with sweet.
Yeah, coming alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Wow.
Just beautiful.
Mm.
Thanks. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Dilemma? Sandra.
Hey Isaac, hey Sangha. Just some moments of being, if possible. Just seeing if it's possible.
All good?
Sorry?
Everything's good?
Oh yeah, more than that. It's a wonderful dance of having the feeling of really seeing you, and then it's going beyond you and me, but it's so wonderful to just somehow sink in and the heart opening up. It's and peaceful and it's so more than good. Thank you so much. And thank you, Isaac, for also to the Sangha. It's like all the topics are always touching something and just being reminded again and again that it's about the moment. It's so it's so important beyond words. It's so thank you all.
Boss, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for being here. Love, peace, beauty.